Hello everybody. Thanks again for watching Mark's Minerals videos. Today I'm going to be addressing the composition of the fire agate, and I'm going to be cutting this one from beginning to end. And I'm going to try to get it, whatever happens to the stone, whatever accidents I have, I'm going to try to make the most of it and wind up with a finished stone. I'm not exactly sure how big it'll be. This is a fairly large stone. And so we get into the basic shape. When you get it, it's gonna look dark. You'll see this rhyolite and different sorts of rock. You'll see some crystalline structures on there, and depends on the type. Some types have giant bubbles of chalcedony. Most common would be Slaughter Mountain. This is a Slaughter Mountain. You'll find this large chalcedony bubbles on the top, and then your fire agate is plugged away under there, so it takes a lot of sawing and chipping away at this white stuff before you can ever get to your fire. But they have some beautiful formations. The Aguascalientes, once it starts to soak, let's scoot this over a bit. Let's see, one of my favorite tools to use are dental tools. These things come in handy. You can usually get them on eBay by themselves, or 5-packs for a couple dollars. You're going to use them over and over again. Alright, so these are the layers of fire, these banded layers, and every layer is distinct and will have different colors showing up. Sometimes it's just going to be gold or that root beer color, but the goal is to find your best color, your green, your purple, your yellow, your blue, whatever color you're desiring. It's in there. It doesn't look like it now, but it's in there. One of your best ways to do it is, once you get on top of the agate, to find a small inconspicuous corner and then burrow down. Just cut down layer by layer and then try to find out what colors exist. That'll give you a better idea of what you're going to find in the stone, although it's not a guarantee. Just because you find orange over here, the orange could burn out somewhere in the middle with some mud, and you might find some blue or purple over here, or maybe nothing. So that's the basic composition of the stone. At this point, when it's in its rough stage, I'm using dental tools, and I'm using coarse grit diamond coated bits. I'm not tearing into my sintered bits right yet. I'm using a 60 to 80 grit diamond coated wheel with lots of water. Let's see if we can adjust this water flow. There we go. With lots of water, so we're not going to burn anything out. And this will actually extend the life of your bits. Basically, I'm just coming in, light pressure, just kind of peeling away that mud. I don't want to blow through the color, so I just want to gently expose that. And as soon as it starts to give away or starts to peel, that's when I back off and eliminate the pressure. And I'm not even going that fast. This is probably 5,000 to 7,000 RPM. Aguascalientes happens to be some of my favorite material, because if you feel like you've blown through the best color, sometimes you're in for a surprise, because the next layer down might actually be better. A lot of this is going to be this rhyolite, muddy garbage, and it's going to peel right away. Sometimes you, initially when I started cutting, I was intimidated by the stone. I didn't want to cut into it because it has these beautiful crystalline formations. or it looks beautiful as a specimen. The problem is if you want the fire and the best out of the stone, you almost have to be willing to disrespect the stone to get in and get that color. So as you can see, I'm just going to keep peeling away. And I'm going to continue processing the same way as I am now. Water flow. And I'm going to peel away with this, and I'm going to peel away with the dental tool, and then we'll come back and see where we are.